Okay. A question from advisor. I really wanted us to talk about compliance burden and cost, the cost of delivering advice. We're talking about remuneration. The other side is how much it costs. Question from an advisor, ostensibly for ASIC and for the licensee, for Louise and Wayne. Sorry, did I not come to you in the end, Wayne? I missed you. Sorry, mate. You take your opportunity. Okay. What progress has been made to reduce the compliance burden on advisors? What progress has been made to reduce the compliance burden on advisors so that they may operate more efficiently? Has ASIC come to the party? Has ASIC come to the party, Louise?
We like parties. I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll talk some more. We'll party later.
So one of the things that's put forward as part of the industry proposal is having a look at SOAs. And that's certainly something we're open to. I would say to you that we have recently updated and published some guidance around SOAs. So RG90, which talks about scaled advice for a new client, we revised in 2013. And we also dealt with it in one of our, what you might call FOFA reg guides, Reg Guide 244, about giving advice and scaled advice. So we have tried to put out into the marketplace as much as we can to assist people with being able to do efficient and effective SOAs. So we don't judge SOAs by the number of pages or the number of words. It's about their effectiveness and their ability to communicate to the client the key things that they need to communicate. So we are aware that this is a heavily regulated industry, but then it's a very complex industry dealing with very complex products that can have a huge impact on people's life. Compliance is all about running a business that is going to provide the best advice for the client. That's what you're in business to do. That's what the legislation is saying, is putting in place some rules around to enable you to do that. So the rules are all headed towards enabling you and providing you with a pathway to acting in your client's best interests and complying with your other conduct obligations. We put a checklist at the end of our insurance report that talked about here are some things that you should look at if you're trying to provide good advice to your clients in the risk space. And so that was a way of trying to assist industry to put into practice some of the things that we had raised. So it's certainly something that's on our mind, and it's certainly something we strive to achieve. Attitude to compliance is a real indicator of what the culture of an entity is. We're able to see quite clearly when we go and do a surveillance on an advice business what their culture is and whether their business truly is aimed at providing advice that is in the best interest of the client, that's going to give a good outcome to the client by the way that they address their compliance. If the compliance is properly integrated into the business and is part of what the business does in its day-to-day work as it's providing good, sound advice to clients, then that's the sort of culture we're looking for.
Yes, there's no dispute, Louise, about that's the culture we're looking for, but can it be more efficient?
Look, there's no doubt it can be more efficient. So we've got an innovation hub that we've set up recently, which is designed to help new businesses who are dealing in the electronic media, and we're going out of our way to speak to businesses that are thinking of starting up in the electronic advice delivery area. So we're actively going out seeking those businesses and talking to them about how they can do that kind of business.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Over to you, Wayne, very quickly.
Sorry, Peter, can I just put one thing in there? ASIC have given some pretty clear guidance on reducing the size of SOAs. From our perspective, and it'd be good for Wayne to respond to this, is one of the issues we find is the conservativeness amongst licensees as far as SOA templates are concerned. So I think it's important that licensees have a look at how they can simplify and reduce SOAs.
Yeah, Phil, you just spoiled all my fun. I was about to maybe mention that to you, Wayne. Particularly a comment made by Brad Fox, again at the AFA Life Insurance Roadshow on Monday, where he talked to the audience. He said, don't look at ASIC as the barrier to more efficient SOAs. It's the licensee, Wayne.
It's easy to say that when you're not one. And it was nice to see you enjoy parties, Louise, and it's great that the life insurance sector has got ASIC smiling, and I'm very happy about that. I think ASIC did us a lot of favours in the report in that segment, actually, with the checklist. We're looking at it currently. But Peter, the fact is that we live in a world of paranoia. We have legal firms advertising daily about combing over what advice our advisors may have provided. And I don't just mean ours, I mean the advice community. And we not only have to tell people what they know, we have to tell them what they don't know. We have to tell them what they don't know. It's not only how many cookies are in the jar, but what they taste like as well. It's a very difficult thing. And I was so encouraged with ASIC's 12-point plan. What we would love to do with ASIC now as an advice community is to sit down and work through that. And then we can go confidently to our consumer with the support of the regulator. It's a really, really good piece. So I think there is a way forward, and we'll start to look at it after the current 4 or 5 major issues we finalise, hopefully.
All right.